Yeah, welcome to IT Study Park. And session number is 12 Spring Boot MVC class. And last class, one time I'm recalling all these points. Last class we are discussing session number in element. What is the discussing? We are discussing just like method, handler method, how to different type of handler method we can declare inside the controller class. So these many handler method we discussed. Okay. So this is the last class example. Also, I have shown you. Okay, so some is the required, some is not required. Today is also the discussion based on the handler method, guys, only. Okay, which method is good, which method are not good. After the class, end of the class, I will tell you that method you can use internally. And some of thing I have told you, some of thing I have told you like bind aware model map object. Bind aware model map object. I have told you it's created by the dispatches internally. So use this object. To use this object, don't create model and view object externally. Okay, it's use this internally. Wasting why you are wasting this object, so better to use. So that's why I shown you this example, last class examples. Okay, one time I will execute this example also. There I will also show you some other things. Okay, some other methods also and some other important points. Also I will show you bind aware model object related some points. Okay, today discussion. So this is the last class. Those are missed the last class, guys. So please go and watch the video inside the YouTube channel. Okay, if you missed the last class last class code, just follow this page. I Trick Study Bar with the page inside of Facebook. You can get the link in the description below. Go and collect it. Okay. So CRT batches are going on. So my team will paste. My team have pasted the code. The second application code is there. Total code I have pasted here. Just copy and execute this code. Same code I have pasted with the dependency also. And today's code also I will paste on my Facebook page. There you will get. Okay. So this is our Facebook page. Here you can get the updated information, all the information, which batch I am preparing, which thing I am preparing, this faculty will come and teach to you free of cost. Here you will get. So better to follow. You will get the 2.5 or 2.8K followers. Okay. So better to follow this page. Okay. So thank you. So this is the total about the code related thing. So close this, not required. Okay. This is the last class. One time I will recap this. Okay. So this is the total controller class and this is the solution. This is the error. We getting this error by using required. Okay. Injection point has the following annotation. When you implement this, we face this problem. Why? Because problem we are facing in the service class, we didn't provide the service annotation. That's why we facing this error. Remember this error when you face this error, then automatically for check in the service class, you put the annotation service or not. If you put, then it's okay. If you didn't put, just put and resolve the problem. This is the total directory structures and code also based on my Facebook. Those I shown you. Okay. So now let's go to the today's discussion. So close this one, not required. So today's discussion is first is find aware model map object. First discussion is based on find aware model object. So I'm just changing the size. First discussion is winding aware model map object. Okay, find aware model map. Today's discussion is first we start about something discussion about this object. Why? Because lots of people just use model and view object. Okay, so not required. Where you use model and view object, it's okay, but you are wasting one object. That object provided by the dispatcher servlet. Okay, internally. Okay, so better to use this now. Why you are trying? Why you are wasting the object? Okay, so this is the way. So theory point, write it. If you are writing along with me, it's okay. If you don't want to write, it's okay, not an issue. I will share this code at the end of the course. Okay, I will share all the code. Okay, so if you remember, if you watching continuously my videos, there you can understand each and every point. Why? Because each and every session related to one another. Okay, if you watch 11 session, then you can understand the 12 session. If you think you can watch directly session 12 and try to understand, you didn't get anything. You did not get anything. Okay, so please watch the previous video, then you can watch this video. Okay, if you are currently watching, just go and search in the YouTube channel, I think study bar, there you will get all the playlist is there. Okay, so go and watch it. This I am not creating here, just like one video I am completing this one. So this is the total course, Spring Boot MVC course. Okay, so I am just teaching like a course thing. I prepare this thing as a course. Okay, so now let's start our topic. So dispatches are lit. So now write it about something. Dispatches is the binding aware model only. So dispatches are lit. Dispatches are lit internally creates one shared 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 memory shared memory called, what is the shared memory called? bind binding aware binding aware model binding aware model map object to maintain maintain model model attribute maintain model attribute having model attributes having what is that having, guys, having focus, having request request having request scope. Okay, having which one? Request scope. By exposing by exposing this, by exposing binding aware model model map object reference to handler method as parameter we can add model we can add we can add we can add model attributes we can add model attributes to do it with do it do it model attribute it it is like that request scope is that default scope. So now write it default do it attribute it scope is request default scope is request scope. What is the default scope, guys? Request scope. So all view all view components all view components belonging to same request scope. All view component belonging from the same request scope can use can read and use read and read and use read and use read and use model attribute data. Read and use model attribute data. So now this is about the mind-aware model object. So it's creating by the dispatcher select internally. Okay, maintain the why it's creating internally. Maintain the model attribute data having the request scope. So now remember one point. This is the important point. Important point, guys. What is the default scope is? Default scope is request scope. So all view component belonging to the same request to read and use model attribute data. How I will show you these points also. So now, in the last example, I have shown you something to you. Here, use model. Now, just comment this one. Just comment. Just first, I'm writing the previous example. I'm just executing previous example. Hit. So now, wait. Now, just run this application. Right click. Which message you will get. I will show you that message. Okay. Anyone, don't forget Spring Boot MVC flow. Okay, don't forget it. This is the very important. Which flow I have given to you, that flow is not there in the YouTube. You can go and search it. Okay. So if you explain that much in the interview room, so no one ask any question from the Spring Boot MVC sections. Okay. So if you explain that much clarity, so better to pause the video and number of things. That's why I upload the video in YouTube. Otherwise, I can delete it also. At the end, I will give a promise to you. At the end, if it possible, then I will delete all videos from the YouTube. Okay. After that, the course is going on, the videos is available. Once the course is completed, then I will delete the particular video. Okay. Only I will share the notes. So better to watch the video carefully and enjoy the learning. That's it. So now just running the application. Yeah. Now get message. Just click on this. Hello, good evening message we will get. Hello, good evening message we will get. So now I want to console inside the here. Why it's console is okay. Now just here okay. These two okay. All these things here. Now I am using different. Okay. Today is just I am creating one more model. Okay. One more handler method. Which handler method I and today I will give you which method is suitable for you. Okay. Now here SRC inside the controller in the base controller. Okay. So now comment this one. Comment this one. And, prepare some other but to stop server guys. Stop the server. Okay, server console, I want here, just not good. So now here prepare. Now here prepare these many methods you can use. These many methods you can use. Okay. But I'm giving all the permutation and combination related to this. So, so go, just write it, public, and more public string. Better to use this string to generate a get, wish, MSG, get, and here you can pass the has, as map. As map, just you can pass as map. Okay, this is also it's applicable. Now for the key, key is string type, string, and value you can pass like object. Object, and here you can pass the map. That's it. Map is ready. Now use that like, yeah, I want to print, I want to print the, I want to print, I want to print the class name, which class is object is coming from. Get class is the method. Okay, get class. It's not coming. Get class. Okay. So now here, use the service, service class to get a message. Service dot get dot generate this message. Generate this message. Okay. So I want to store this generated this message inside the one variable called string. Why? Because get message is generated as a string type. String type like which message MSG. MSG we pass here. Okay. So now here I want to put this result inside the model hatch map object. So why map dot put is method is there. Just pass the key is as an MSG, key as message, and value as MSG. That's it. And simple. Return is logical unit. That's it. Return is logical unit. Return the return logical unit. Return logical unit. Logical unit return. So here return. What is the logical view name of this? True. True message is the logical view name. So what is that here? SRC main inside the web app pages, that the pages show is there. Show is there, home is there, and wish is there. Wish for the generating message dynamically, and show the message, and wish is I'm showing to you. Therefore, this code is available inside. And because I today it's modified, I coded, then that code I will also put it. Okay. Get a message. This is the wish message. Okay. This is the home page. Home page is here. I'm not using this one. Why? Because this is for generating the name. Okay. So I'm using this one. Wish. When you click this link, go into the wish1 dot page. Wish1 inside the controller. Wish1 is there. Wish1 here. Just at the rate request mapping. At the rate request mapping. Pass that slash wish1. That's it. Now run this example, then I will get the output. This is the one another way to execute the example. Okay. Now click on the finish. This one is closed, not required. It will open new windows. This is the another way. This is the another way to use handler method. Okay. and possible way which are possible way I am showing to you. And these many ways I am giving up a particular way. That way you can use it. Model map object. Here you can observe this. When you execute this example also we will get only one class. What is the class? Binding aware model object. Here you can click on this message button. Here you can show. Here you can see this one. Binding aware of model object. We will get it or not get it, which I am saying it's proving or not. Internally, it's creating validation supports the package name and bind over the class. Now here, come here, copy this, okay, and paste it. Okay. So now this is the another way. This is the another way, and I am showing one more way. This way is required. This way is very much frequently using the industry. Okay, industry. So what is this way? What is this way? Just copy this one. Same thing. Just I'm changing. Parameters should be return type. Parameters should be return type and model as no sorry return type is should be string and parameters should be map. That's it. And the binding thing is same. That's it. This is the recommended way to use it. Same output we will get. Same output we will get. Just giving to the some time to the like server, so it will change the reflect. Change will reflect. Okay, give time. Okay, okay. Now it's reflecting changes, default and all these things. Now wait some time. This is the more recommended. You can use any method in this list. You can use up to this any method. Up to this any method. Like 5 to 6 method I have given to you. There you can use it. Okay. So now just click on this back, refresh this one. Okay. Refresh. Okay, just click on this. Then you will get the wind away model object. Same model object you will get it. Same model object. If you think we are getting the same object, same data, just I am printing some message. Just I'm printing some message. Okay. Shared memory, right? Shared memory, okay? Object, shared memory object class. Okay. Now just giving the chance to the reflect. Okay, it's reflecting. It's reflecting. It is time to sorry. Gives time to the server, then the change will reflect automatically. Not required to run every time. Okay. Okay. Now I think it's reflected. Now just where is our so this one is not required. Better to close now. This one not required. So now here just click on back button, refresh. When you're performing the refresh button, then it's completed. And try to refresh one more time and just get it. Click on this. Now shared memory object is viable model object and you will get the message. So this method is also this way. This method is recommended to use. Okay. This method is recommended. Okay. This method is recommended to use. Okay. Recommended to you. It's recommended to use. Why? Because it's using internally as map. Okay, map object and using a string as the logical view name return type. Okay, all this part. So now this method is useful. And I just check it. One more thing is there. I've shown you model also we can pass. Find the way we now one more method is there. Some other method also is there. You can use it. You can use it as the what is the method, guys? Inside this, just copy this one, copy this one, copy this one, paste, paste this one. The string type is good, but here instead of this, you can use model, direct model class. Direct you can use model. Okay, model. Okay, model. But you can observe one thing. You can observe one thing. Every model class, one shared memory object will create it. What is that? So now it's okay. Now control shift O and import the model object. Just give the chance to the server reflecting the changes. Okay. Now go here. Just refresh this one. Refresh. Refresh this one. So we get the error. What is that error? We get error. What is that error? We will getting. Let's see. Parent class holder. Yeah, the model object here we get it. Okay. Second, we share delegate false parent class holder. Okay, java.net URL class some internals. Error creating bean with the wish controller lookup method resolve failed exception java.failed import from the class. Okay, not a issue. Not a issue. Just stop the server and go to the controller. Inside the controller, one error will come. What is that error? Put here, if we are using this one model, here you are using model. I forget it to change model. Okay, instead of map, model. Okay, model dot. Just change model. Model dot add attribute is the method is there. Add attribute. Add attribute. All attribute. Add attribute. Add attributes. Okay, add attribute. Now just send. Remaining thing I say. Add attribute. Now try to run this example. Run this example. Run on server. Next. Finish. Same message is will come automatically. Okay. And observe one thing here. I'm just why I am wasting your time and might I'm not wasting your time, guys. I'm just giving pros and cons every permutation and combination about related to handler method. Okay, how to prepare the handler method, how many bees you can prepare, and what is the good way to prepare the handler method. Okay, now get in this. Now here observe the shared memory when MindAware model object is created or not created. Same thing we created, same thing we are getting by using model also. What is the why I am vesting here? Why I am vesting the this object? Better to use. That's why I am using simply. Copy this one. This one is also, but this one is not recommended to use frequently, guys. Just another way to use it. another model object. Okay, another method. Okay. Now next one, next is suppose you are providing up to that it's good. Up to this it's good. So now up to this it's which one recommended, which one is not recommended, it's good. So now suppose assume that we are providing here string instead of a string white. Then what happens? Then what happens? Just comment this one. Comment this one. Comment this one. Okay. Copy this method. Copy this method. Then I'm changing some. Only just instead of return type in the string, I'm going to provide white. Why? It is possible. It is possible or not? It is possible or not? Guys, anyone know about this thing? Just comment it. It is not possible. It is not possible. Not possible. It's possible, guys. It is possible. It is possible. How? Which way? Use this one is correct. Up to this is correct. Just remove this one. Just remove this one. Remove this one, and better to refer for the like with wide. It's wide. Return. Okay. Just different. Just give the chance to the server to refresh all these things. Let's see. Output is coming or not coming. Let's see. If output is coming, then it's okay. If output is not coming, then just leave these topics. Okay. It's for the now let's see. Here go inside this, refresh this one. Okay, now here we get this. Which one as this? Get it or not get it? Okay. So now I'm writing about some point about this method. It's important. Here I'm using this method of it. An important point I'm writing about this method. So now if the detailing is not required, if the handler method return type is void, return type is void. If it takes the incoming, it's take the incoming request path as excluding slash logical view name by using which request to view name translator. One class is there. What is the class? Request to view name translator. Translator concept internally. By using this concept, it's removing. Okay. By using this rule. So now concept concept internally. Concept internally. Suppose if suppose if the request path, if the request path is the request path of incoming request, request is what is that, slash wish one, then it take then it take and it takes wish as logical view name. Okay, if it's your request, incoming request is slash space, then it's remove the exclude. Here I have given the one point, the exclude the slash from the logical units. Okay, just take the wish. Okay, now it just take the wish. Okay. So I'm taking this one. So this slash is excluded. So only this is taken. Okay. So now getting error or not, let's see what happened. Just taking two slash. Giving the chance to the reflection, guys. Okay, inside the server, let's close this one. Back and refresh this. Just I'm thinking when past double slash, it is not possible. Definitely, yeah. Just I'm trying. Okay. Now here you can get error, we will get it. What is that error? Cannot forward error slash this as the response has already committed. Okay. Now error will got it. Error we get it. So this one is adjustable. This is not working. You can just save it. Okay. Now up to this is good. So now comment this method. Now next thing I'm writing internally you are using only one thing. Internally we are using we are using internal resource view resolver. Internal resource view resolver. In the Spring Boot MVC, then Spring Boot MVC application, and all view components must be there in same location or prefix. Same location means prefix. Prefix and in same technology. Same technology means suffix. Okay, suffix to keep different view resolver to different components, different view component in different location, and in different technology. technology taken take the support of multi-view resolvers, multiple view resolver. This is the point I want to share with you. And what is the point, guys? When you internally the Spring Boot MVC, which internally it's use internal resource view resolver, it's using. But if when you use this one, then your suffix and prefix name should be same. Prefix name means location of the view component, and suffix means, guys, technology dot extensions should be same. Okay, if you take the different location and different technology, if you use different location and different technology as a view component, so use the multiple view resolver. Okay. This is the point I want to highlight. Very, very important. Okay. So now, up to this is good. Up to this is good. Now, come into the one more method is there. What is the one more? Now, next is one more I want to show you. One more thing I want to show you. Just take a return type as a model. First we discuss about parameter. Then I am discussing about model. Just take a model. Return type as the model, and here just remove the all. Just remove all the parameters. Remove all the parameters. Remove all parameters. Wait. Just where is this? Okay. Now open this. So remove this one. Why? Because right now I'm not using any internal. Now call this service get generate method is good. Now using one thing. Just create model. Just create one model. After this, just create one model object. Model equals to new. What is the class? Extended model map. Extended class is there. Extended model map. Extended model map is there. Just return type is return is model. Return is model. Return is model. Just save that and up to wish run that. Run this application again. Next one. Okay, now click on this one. Now which one dot getting error? What is that filter? Okay, we said the response already committed. We can use this one also, yeah. Not required. Model return type is model. Hold the model data. Holds the model data inside this. Okay. So this one is also allowed. This one is also allowed. It's up to this good. I'm sharing this. Okay, okay, I will show you this point also. So now this one is also good. This one is also you can use it, but not recommended. I'm giving some point to you. Okay, why? Some points you can write it, and some other thing you should write it. Okay, if you're using this. Well, now point is if 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 we take model 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 map model map and map model map and map slash and hash map slash binding aware model map as the return type of the handler 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 method is not good programming, not good programming, okay, because 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 it has some drawbacks, it has some disadvantages. Which disadvantages? First disadvantage is we can we should we should we should know the process of creating model object first. We should aware about this. We should know how to create the object of the model explicitly. Explicitly. Now, second drawback, second disadvantage is internally created shared memory object shared memory object waste will be wasted. Okay, what is the internally shared memory object is created? Guys, MindAware model object. Third disadvantage is there is no control. There is no control. I show now. There is no control on logical view name. There is no control is the logical view name. Okay. That's why I'm showing to you error point. Okay. So not where we have not control about the logical view name. So now logical name we are forced to incoming incoming request URL request as the logical view name. Okay, so these three. So we take the force to take the request URI as the logical unit. Request URI as the logical unit. Here I'm showing to you. Here inside the URI, just take one thing. Show. Just see inside this show where not this one wish, and inside this show just pass the show. Now give the chance to reflect it. Okay, try to refresh this one. Refresh. Wait. Give chance. Now we get that. Okay, just click on this. We get the messages or no? We get the messages or no? By using this. So this is the drawback. We pass as the logical view name to the logical view name as the request URI. Request URL or you can say request URI. So this is the drawback, guys. So remove this drawback. So don't use this one. Okay. I'm pasting this code. Okay. See inside this. Bolded. So this one, the logical window. Okay. Give 1 minute, 1 minute. Give it to you. Okay. Okay. Now paste it. Not this one. Third point is okay. Now here also you can use this. Okay. Then you can get the output. Okay. Then you can get the output. Then you can get the output. Show you. Instead of this, you can use you can use this one. You can use this one. Okay. Now you can use this instead of this. So now this is the drawback. So we don't have any control of the logical and boolean. So now this our take it's good. If we suppose this is the first is good, and now write it. Okay. Okay. If we taking if we are taking model all these points that's one minute. If we are taking model and as per model level model object up to this. Okay. Now remaining thing I am right. Okay. You are taking this one as the return type. At the return type, not return type, it's completed as the parameter, as the parameter, as the parameter, as the parameter type, as the parameter type is good. It is good. Good. It is good practice. It is good practice. The good practice, especially taking math, especially taking math. Which one is especially taking math? Okay, especially taking math is the good. Good is more recommended to use. Okay, to use. So we have some advantage. Advantages. Okay. What is that advantage? First advantage is full control of logical viewing. Full control on logical view name. So return type is the string, na? Okay. Return type is the string. we can take string as return type. Return type. That's it. We have all controls. This is the first and second example. Creating winding winding creating winding aware model map object as the shared memory. Shared memory is taken care by dispatcher servlet. What is that? Dispatcher servlet. Dispatcher servlet. Servlet. Third is third one is third one is the internally created shared memory will not be wasted. That's it. And fourth one is creating parameter parameter type variable reference variable pointing to the shared shared memory. Memory is also take is also taken care by the dispatcher servlet. Now, last point is the last benefit is also there by taking parameter by taking parameter type by parameter type as map or has map special has map we make we make handler method as non-invasive. What is the meaning of lots of people heard about this word? They don't know what is the meaning of non-invasive. The handler method, when we use the hash map and map, your handler method is non-invasive means it's the less dependent on your less dependent Spring API. This is the meaning. Okay. And by taking return type handler method as the model and view of the legacy approach, that is the more innovative code. Why? Because they're depending on Spring APIs. Okay. Now notice one note point is a taking. So now I think you understood what is the meaning of invasive. Non-invasive means that the less API dependent to particular the respective technologies. Here is the Spring MVC, but here the handler method is non-invasive by using the map and hash map of as the parameters. So it's called the non-invasive handler method. And the next taking the return of handler method as model and view is legacy approach and not recommended to use because why? Because it may code as innovation. So this is the highlighted point, guys. So these 5 and 6 points you can understand better. So why I given why I given to you which is the recommended, which one is not recommended. This is one recommended to handler method as your non-invasive handling method. Here is the less API dependent. Yes, it's API dependent, but the less API dependence as much as possible. We can do it here. What is there in that? Nothing. Just use it. Okay. So this is the fifth and note point is noted down. Okay, guys. So now you can use inside the handler method. Just I am just commenting this one. You can use like this. You can use like this. With that request control V and here just pause. What is that model? Model instead of model, pass the one map is the return type is string comma object. Object you can process. Okay, not an issue. Import the package and here generate create one object of the map object. How to create map? Map equals to new as map as map. Just object is created, so not required to pass. This one just created. Generic type is not required. And the model is here we pass model instead of pass model, pass the map. Map dot put is the method. Map dot put is the method. Just return type is map. Return type is map. Okay. So now it gives time to reflect it. Return type is which one? Map. Okay. So now go into this. Just back and refresh this one. Refresh is completed. Just click on this. We are getting output or not? We are getting output now. Just here performing one changes. Just here perform one changes. Just check which one instead of which one. Here change show which messages here we show instead of show. Just check one thing. Which one? Which one? Okay. Okay. So now it gives time to the reflected. Save it. Just back and give the refresh button. Okay, complete it. Now we will get definitely we have like exception. Yeah. Okay. Now it's not finding. So this is also one way. Okay. But here you should pass. Here you should pass logical view name as the URI show. So logical view name we can pass as the URI. Okay. Now here inside this home wish message inside the wish we pass like show. So now just I'm pasting these codes. Todeshi and here pasted board and controller class inside the controller is required as on. Pasted board afterward. Control base. Control A board. Control A remove the underlines. Okay, now that's okay. Now this one is quest URI will be matched. Okay, then you will get the output. Then you can get the output. Then you can get the output. Like refresh this. refresh this, complete. Wait, refresh, refresh, back to this, back to this, back, click back, wait, completed, remove this, click on this, okay. Refresh here, you can perform the repair, then you will get the output. You get the output of it. Okay. So up to this is completed. Up to this is completed. After this is completed, now next is very important. Suppose I don't want to give the request to the handler method. Handler method and controller dispatches alert. Directly I want to show. Directly I want to show. What I practice here. Now my point is that guys, we can make handler method, we can make handler method sending its output to browser directly. How we can make that as the response, as the response without involving dispatcher servlet, view resolver, and view component, view components, view components, view components, view components, view components. For this, we need to get what is that? HTTP servlet response object. We get which one? Response object as the parameter of handler method, and we should return what is that? Return null if the return null is that return null if the return type is other than void or return nothing if the return type is void. So now let's see how we can prepare. So whatever my intention is here, my intention is just I am giving the response to the handler method to direct to servlet, direct to the client. When give the request to the client and handler method without involving dispatcher servlet, view component, and view resolver, all these things not directly the response to the client. How we can prepare this example, I will show. Just stop server inside the controller. Not required. This one is not totally required. Comment this one. Okay. Now copy this. Copy this one. Clear one, public return type is void. Where it's useful, I want to tell you. Yeah, the file uploading, file downloading is the useful. Okay. Activities. When we perform downloading, better to use downloading. When we perform downloading, this activity is very useful. Why? Because here we should not involve any video solver and dispatcher solver and view component. Directly download the file. Okay. So this is the useful activities for the downloading. So now, what is it? Get wish message MSG just here pass the what is that? HTTP servlet 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 response is there, request and response is there. Okay. Now response. Our response throws throws exception throws the exception. Okay, that's it. Use the service class string. String is what is that? MSG equals to service dot get service dot generate this message is there. MSG is this. Okay. Now just preparing what is that response. So how to prepare response inside the Java code? If you know about, if you remember in the advanced Java, you can write the HTML tag inside the Java code and the Java files. So how? First you can write the print writer. Print writer of which one? The get writer. Okay, print writer. Print writer is the class W print writer java.io. PW equals to response dot get writer. Response dot get writer. Get writer then set the MIME type. Set the MIME type. Set the content type. What the content type is? Text slash HTML. Text slash HTML. I'm writing HTML code. So now here pw dot write. Pw dot println. Println is method. Here you can write the message. We write inside the h1 tag. H1 tag style. Whether to use bold. Okay. H1 style equals to here you can pass that style color colon red or blue color colon blue and text colon text align I think spelling is right or not. Let's see. Just copy this. Okay. Okay, H1 tag is copied. Control C inside this. I'm not good in C like this one. Okay, inside the paste it. Okay. So color column. This one is the styles not required. This one is not required. Just provide single quotes. This one is also not required. Provide a single quotes. H1. Okay. Not required. Here, delete this one. Okay. Delete them. Inside this, just call the result. H1 tag. H1 tag. Inside this H1 tag, we can call the result. What is the result? Just plus what is that result? MSG. That's it. And here close the H1 tab. Okay. Plus slash H1 tag is closed. H1 tag is closed. Okay. PW na. Okay. PW. The return type is not required. Our method is ready. Our method is wired. So now here you pass the request mapping, pass the request mapping, just request mapping here, you can pass that, here you can pass with that wish one, okay, request mapping is slash wish one, okay. So go inside the, and then so go inside the wish, so instead of show, wish one, okay. Now you can provide wish one. Now just try to run the application. Okay. Here I'm not involving anything. Just run on server. Run on server. Next. And finish. Give me some time, then it will reflect. Wait. It's reflecting. Don't worry. Today, lots of things I discussed today. Okay, today's session. Also, I will share this code again on my same Facebook page. Okay, again I will. Just click on get message. Then it's performing file downloading. Save it. Okay. Now it's performing file downloading activity. I said to you now, this is the required template to file downloading. That's performing file downloading activities. Why it's performing file downloading? I want to show this message now. So PW set get writer. Okay. Generate this message. Yes, it's working. Okay. Throws the exception. Okay. Request mapping is good. Text. Text. That's right, Katia. Just try to one more time, give the chance to the server to reflect. Come here and refresh this one. Refresh. Getting message. Good evening. We are getting message or not good evening message. We are getting this message from directly controller class. Messages. Good evening. Okay. Any greeting is coming or not? Not. Any greeting is not coming. Why? Because here I am not providing any greeting. That's why. So now this is the one. This is the one. And UI part, I'm also giving the UI, don't worry. Wish message, not this one, no? This. Okay. H1. Now it's good. Now it's, I hope you got the clarity. Now one thing is remaining. I said to you know, you should pass, you should pass void as the return type, and also you can pass null as the return type. Now here you can insert this. Use inside this instead of void, just use instead of void using here as a string. as a string, return type, and here just return the return null. Why? Because this is the wrapper classes. This is the wrapper class. The wrapper class and default value is return null. So now, one thing. Okay, control Z, control Z. This one. Control Z. Okay. Now comment this one. Comment this one and copy this, and here paste it. Instead of this, passing string, and instead of return type is required, then when you pass the return type, then return the string, return null. Then output is coming. Now just give the chance to the server to reflect the changes. Okay. This code also I am sharing with you. Okay. Now changes is reflected. Just go inside this back, refresh this one. Just refresh this, complete it, get message. Now good evening is we are getting. Good evening we are getting. So now this is the another way. This is the another way. This is the another way. Okay. This is the another way. This is the first one. Okay. This is the another way. So now I hope you got the clarity about this. I hope you understood today's concept. Today I have shown you all these methods. How many methods just I'm counting? Just I'm counting. Stop the server, not required. So now, how many methods we should discuss? First one, second one, third one, fourth one, and this is the fifth one, sixth one, seventh, eighth, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 number of method we discussed. 13 number of method we discussed inside the all permutation and combination related to handler method and related to parameter and related to string. So now up to this is completed. Total code I will post on my Facebook page. There you will collect. Okay. There you can collect this code and try to practice. Okay. Try to practice. So every day to practice, and next videos, next session, I will discuss URI, which type of URL you can pass, which type get post, get, and all the different is requirement, all this point. Next session I will discuss. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. We will meet next session.